in nonviolent communication, we use some words like violence or needs in slightly different context, in slightly different meaning than we use it in normal language. So, would you explain a little bit these concepts? Like, can we start with the violence? What does violence mean in context of nonviolent communication?
Yeah, that's one of the ways to understand what we mean by nonviolent communication. So violence is defined if one of two criteria are fulfilled. The first criteria, what we consider violence to be, is if I act out of a mindset that is having their focus on moralistic judgments, good, bad, right, wrong thinking.
Yeah, could you give an example?
We would consider that it's violence if I said to you, you're such a coward, because that's my evaluation of what I observe you doing on a behavioral level.
Yeah, and I can feel that if you say that to me, there's a reaction in me and I probably defend.
Yeah. So if I have my focus on something that we call right-wrong thinking, good-bad thinking, moralistic judgments, then we tend that our life energy goes into a direction to punish other people, if seemingly, from my point of view, what they're doing is bad or wrong, or they need to be rewarded if they do something that lands in the category of that's good and that's right what they're doing. So all kinds of punishment are based on the thinking that what the other person is doing is wrong or false or bad.
And probably all kinds of appraisals are based on the idea that what the person is doing is good.
Right. Yeah. And of course there's another differentiation we can go into another time. It's what we call praise. It's based on that kind of thinking. And appreciation. That's connected more to a consciousness that what the other person is doing is in harmony with my values and needs.
Okay, but let's stick to the violence and non-violence. So you said one is the judgment.
One is punishment, which is based on that kind of thinking I just described. And the second criteria, if that is fulfilled, we also call that violence. If I'm trying to meet my own needs without consideration of the needs of other people. For example, if I say, that's what I want and what you want I don't care. Okay, that would be violence too in our eyes.
So when we speak about needs, it's like really taking in consideration not just my needs, but also the needs of all other people on the planet?
Involved in that situation. All other people who are not involved in that context in the situation would be too big for me to grasp. Yeah. But if I do something and I know what I'm doing has effect on your life and your needs, the attitude of nonviolent communication is I take your needs as serious as my own needs. And we are now already in the definition of what nonviolence means then. We are not going into anything of punishment based on that kind of good-bad thinking. And the second thing, we take the needs of other people involved in that situation as serious as our own.
Yeah, and this is what NVC kind of helps to train or helps to develop in people.
Well, that's twofold. We can define NVC as a level of skills, and in the training you learn to develop those skills. And at the same time it's also an attitude, and that's something I decide inside. I make a decision that I take your needs as important as mine, as serious as my own.
Okay, thank you for that.